in a small town down in Arkansas, where the river flows. There's a man with a passion that everybody knows. He's got a collection that'll make you stare. Vintage pocket knives laid with tender care.
Howdy, everybody. Welcome to HT's EDC, coming at you from the back patio this morning. Hope everybody is slap dab in the middle of an awesome weekend, and you guys are getting out and enjoying some good weather, hopefully, where you are. Maybe getting outdoors, maybe doing a little knife shopping, antiquing. We did not, I did not get to do any of that this weekend, but we did go out to dinner with the friends on Friday night. And actually today, I am up for a late lunch today. We are doing my mother's passed down generations meatloaf recipe. And we've had that a couple of times, and every time we have, it's been a big hit. So fingers crossed. Chef Terry is getting in the kitchen today and doing a meatloaf, and then we're going to carry it over to the brother's house. And I think Miss Jackie's making the cream potatoes, and I think we're bringing some yeast rolls, and I'm sure she'll do something, another vegetable or something. But anyway, lunch over at the brother's house today, and I'm up on the main course. So anywho, that's what we got going on around here. We have, what do we have now? This is Sunday, 6 days to college football season. Come on, my college fans out there. Go Canes. I think next Saturday we actually get our opening kickoff game. So it is right upon us. I will have to do some thinking here coming up on my live shows. I know we have typically done those on Saturday evening, and probably that is a conflict of interest coming up going forward, because Saturdays is hallowed ground around here. I am glued to the tube. College football season is second to nothing, only maybe deer season, and they run kind of together some part of the year. So that is always a conflict of interest, deer hunting and college football. But it is my favorite sport. I am a diehard rabid college football fan, so Saturdays will have to change. Tell you what, drop it down in the comment, maybe a weekday night that you guys think. I know me and Lefty did a Tuesday night this week. That was a special episode that where I could get him involved and over, and he was free. But drop it down in the comments if we move, or I can tell you, we are going to move away from Saturday evenings, at least during college football season. It may come back to Saturday nights, but not for a minute. So drop me down in the comments what night, and I guess it typically don't have to be a night, but give me a time frame that works best for y'all, or you guys think would be y'all'd like to see my lives go, and I'll definitely take some on-screen family member suggestions on this one. So anywho, got a cool one for you this morning. We are going to be doing another Sunday fun day here coming up, and but before we get into that, we always got to show what we're toting. And we have our little toteable Jesus, our pocket Jesus here, front left pocket. We have our Holy Land / prayer cross, also front left pocket. And last but not least, in that pocket, we have the old Streamlight Micro Stream flashlight. Back pocket, we have our OpenSea leather wallet that houses our challenge coin. Put on the full armor of God. Did I just flip that around backwards? I don't know. We'll do it one more time. Now I know I've showed both sides. Houses that. And on the inside, it houses my rule number 9. I can get in camera. Rule number 9 poker chip. Courtesy of Thomas over at That Pocket Knife Guy channel. We appreciate that, Thomas. And today, I'm on a yellow Delrin kick, folks. I just am. I think I'm ready to say it. I think I'm comfortable enough to say, I gave it some thought, that yellow Delrin is my number 2 color. Nothing, fear not, nothing will ever unseat HT Red. Damn, that is red. Yeah, HT, making sure I point the right spot. HT Red. But I'm pretty confident to say my second favorite color is yellow Delrin. Is yellow in a pocket knife, and specifically yellow Delrin. And today we are keeping that theme alive. We are going classic. Classic with a little twist, as you'll see here in a minute. We got an old yellow Delrin case trapper in CV steel, which is the best steel case knives have ever made knives in, by the way. Chrome vanadium. Got some nice gray. Not gonna get any light out here yet, but as you can see, this blade is all grayed over like a matte gray. Got a beautiful teener on it going. But here's what makes it just a little more unique. You can come right down here and you see this little ditty sticking out there. We have a razor blade. This has been modded, and the spade blade is a razor. Isn't that pretty cool? So a little something different to do with full-size trapper. Of course, you still got your main clip point blade here, but again, done a little modding. I didn't do this. It came to me this way, but the previous owner did a little razor blade mod on that, and I just think this is awesome. But that is what we are rocking today. And of course, we are carrying this in a small. That's what it looks like in a small Maglock, courtesy of Legacy Knives, Brother Ed Costa. And today we will be sipping on some good old Sam's Club purified water with a little bit of raspberry lemonade, great value flavoring. That's a good drink, by the way. Raspberry lemonade. If you guys ever been to, oh gosh, Olive Garden, they got a killer raspberry lemonade at Olive Garden. One of my favorites. And this it's not as good as Olive Garden. That is my all-time favorite. But it harkens me back to the Olive Garden lemonade, raspberry lemonade, that I can whim diddly and make right here at the house. This is rivaling fruit punch. Fruit punch had been my favorite flavor for the little squeezy waters, but we are really enjoying the raspberry lemonade. That is a good flavor. So, Sunday Fun Day, open tag, started by, not really sure. I'm going to say Gordon Holman. I'm giving him credit for that. I'm pretty sure he done a Sunday Fun Day before I did. Did he start it? I don't know. But we're going to give him the credit. I very seriously doubt that I did. But I do a little something different with my Sunday Fun Day. To me, what it means to me is, you guys have heard me say it before, something that makes me smile, something that just makes my heart glow, and just every time I look at it, just just fills my spirit, with cheer, harkens me back to a great time or place, something like that. Just to me, Sunday Fun Day is we're going to be talking and looking at something that just lightens my heart. And today is no exception. This may be, folks, and I honestly don't know why it's been this long for me to show this knife. I guess I haven't been on the Sunday. I don't know how many of these Sunday Fun Days I've done. Maybe my 4th, 5th, something like that. But Mike could have led the show, led the whole thing with this knife, because this is probably, and I've gave it some thought, my most treasured knife in my collection. I didn't say my most expensive. I didn't say my fanciest. I didn't say my most unique or, ornate, high dollar. None of that. But maybe my most treasured. If somebody came in here and said, if everything else in your collection had to go, which one would you keep, or which one means the most to you? It's probably the one I'm fixing to show you. So lock in with me when I tell you this knife means a lot to me. So we will get into it. And as you can see, it says, I still got the box that it came in. Used to have like a little bow on this or what have you. This was a Christmas present. Merry Christmas. And we're going to get into it. This is what's inside. We're going to set the knife aside just for a second. I brought a little cutting media. We'll do a little cutting demonstration here in a little bit, or at some point. But inside you can see we have, again, a Merry Christmas. This was the tag that came on the present. And to Papa T from Wade. Made 2.0. But this was the second knife. I think what 2.0 means. My son, Wade. So, and they call me Papa T. That's kind of my moniker with the kids and the family. But my son has tackled and made a few knives, and he made one to start. And he knows, of course, he knows who I am. I'm Mr. Knife. He made a knife and was showing me pictures of it. He's like, "How do you think I did?" I think he might even pick my brain a little bit on some design, cues and all. Anyway, he got it in his head he was going to try to make a knife. He's very handy. He's actually a horse farrier. He went off to school in Kentucky. They're from around the Chattanooga area in Tennessee is where home is for Wade. But he had been off like a year and a half, 2 years, going to farrier school in Kentucky, learning his trade. He wanted to be a horse farrier. He loves horses. That is his thing. He has hence completed that, and he is back home now in Tennessee and is doing his own thing with his horse farrier business. But anyway, he's one of those that, jack of all trades, likes to try a lot of different things. And he said, I want to try to make a knife. And anyway, fast forward to the story, he made one. And I had a fit over it. He's like, "How did I do?" Showed me pictures of it. Matter of fact, I think he brought it one time when they visited us. Either we were visiting them or he was here, and he let me see it. I'm like, "Buddy, this is your first knife?" and which I knew it was. It's kind of a rhetorical question, but it's pretty darn good. I mean, if I so-called per se set out I was going to make me a knife, it would not have looked anything like this. I thought he killed it, and especially, you know, his first one. This is your first attempt. But anyway, I gushed and gooed over it and had a fit. Well, that's where the 2.0 comes in. His second knife he tackled after I had such a fit over that. He decided he's going to get old Papa T one for Christmas. He's going to make his second knife and give that to me, and that was my Christmas present. And this is the second knife that my son has ever made, and this is it. Yep, and it is immediately, you can see the filings on it. This is an old farrier's rasp, an old file knife made out of a file. You got the little cross hatchings over here on this side, and you flip it around. I guess this would kind of be the rough side of the file, but check out this little chubby blade shape. Give you an idea, this is full tang, big old thick scales on it, well, covers I guess we'll call them here, and just like a little bulldog of a blade. I don't even know what you'd call that. Big huge belly, does have kind of a clipped off clip blade right up here at the top. I think he kind of mimicked a little bit, and Lord, I know I'm going to forget the guy's name, but he is a famous knife maker there in the Chattanooga area. Oh, he's made a few knives for CRKT, the Razel. If you guys remember, have ever seen the CRKT Razel. But anyway, he's a custom knife maker. Well, the Razel that CRK, you know, the CRKT Razel come from one of his custom designs. The Razel knife. And doggone it, I should have done my homework on this custom knife. And I know it too. Maybe it'll come to me through the video. Doesn't really matter. But anyway, I believe this blade shape was Razel inspired. I believe he even worked a little bit with that guy. I don't know if he did on this knife, but on his original knife, that custom knife maker used to come into, I believe he, at the time he was working at a car dealership, and I believe that guy would come in, the custom knife maker, and, you know, get his service or whatever. They were friends. They knew each other. And he told him, he was talking about, you know, I'd like to try to make a knife one day. And he's like, you know, really? And from what I understand, they struck up a conversation. This guy kind of said, man, I'll show you anything you want to know. You know, you need help. You need to, you know, you need to use my equipment. You know, anyway, they chummed right up and made buddies. And I think that, and maybe some of this came from his shop, but I know that guy helped him a little bit get started, and gave him some cues. And I want to say Wade actually went to his shop, and, you know, the guy let him borrow some of his equipment in making his knives. But Graham, I want to say his last name is Graham. Don't quote me on that. Again, it really doesn't matter. But a custom knife maker, and the Razel was his claim to fame. That is his big knife. Some of you probably know in the comment, oh, the Razel, that's by blah, blah, blah. But anyway, this was a little Razel inspired blade. I told you all that to tell you that. But check out these. We have some nice thick micarta handles on this dude. Don't those look good? Again, full tang construction. This is super even and polished. There's no kind of stepping. This feels just completely seamless all the way around. Just I think he killed it. I love it. I cherish it. It came from the hands of my son. He made this for me, gave it to me as a Christmas present, and he could have bought me a dozen different things. He could have had me 12 presents at Christmas, and it wouldn't have held up to this. I mean, this, you can't get me something. He couldn't have got me a better gift, is what I'm trying to say. For old Papa T to hand make me a knife, that's, yeah. It brings a smile to my face every single time I look at this. This is what it looks like in hand. Definitely get a 4-finger grip on this dude. Nice and loosey goosey. Any way you go, that pinky's got a nice landing spot there. Cool little, just chubby chunker of a blade here. That is just cool. You guys might say that's the ugliest blade shape. It's I kind of look like it. This is kind of the French bulldog of blade shapes. If you've ever looked at a French bulldog, they're so ugly they're cute. This is kind of what it reminds. I'm not saying this is an ugly knife, but it's just so compact, so stocky. Just reminds me of a French bulldog. If you get that analogy, you get it. But just short, stocky, compact. I love it. And I can tell you this, I've done set this out here in the humidity, which I might be looking crazy here because I can feel my little receipt paper, and this is just some old, exactly what it is, some old receipt paper, but this thing is stupid sharp. Yeah. And it's got humid out here, and it's wanting to kind of fight me a little bit, but this thing is ridiculous sharp. We can do it this way for sure. I don't know if you could see that, but it is yeah, there's actually still hairs on that knife, if you could see, but it come popping sharp. Of course, all knife guys, I've touched it up, but this is it ain't no toy. It definitely will cut, and I just love this thing. Nice pin construction. Again, he's got everything just seamless. You can't feel anything all the way around this thing. I think he killed it. Yep. And to boot, he is a horse farrier, and he made it from a farrier's, a farrier's file. So everything about this just check. It will always bring a smile to my face. It will never. No, you could offer me $1,000 for this, and I wouldn't take it. It's just one of those that doesn't matter, priceless to you. My son made it for me, and yeah, I guess you get the point by now. But this is just this is priceless to me. And Sunday fun day, I cannot take this out of the box and this just not make me smile, and just bring me back to that Christmas when I first opened this up and seen that he had made me a knife. So Wade, I love you, buddy, and I love this knife, and hope y'all didn't mind a little trip down memory lane for me, or with me rather. But yeah, the 2.0, we'll call it the Wade 2.0, second knife he ever made, and he made it for me. So it may be his 2.0, but it is my 1.0. It is my number one most treasured knife, in my collection. So that's what we have for you today, folks. Thanks for listening and letting me gush on that knife for a while. But as you can see, I love it. And I love you guys. And in saying that, as the dogs here run all around here, Maddie and Abby run amok here, we love you, and we're gonna let you go and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I got a meatloaf to start making and putting together, and we'll see how that goes. God bless. I'm HT. We're out.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch light. He'll tell their stories deep into the night. Reviews and torture tests, it's a sight to see. HT's EDC.